The coastal waters of Norway are home to giant whales, orcas, seals, and countless species of fish. How did the people living in this icy, harsh environment become the happiest nation on Earth? The secret of Norwegian society lies in a special philosophy of life, which van der Waal found out about. The law of financial moderation. This means that no one should consider themselves more important than others. Because of this philosophy, the difference in salary between a company CEO and a cleaner in Norway is incredibly small compared to other Western countries. Based on this egalitarian thinking, Norway's unique welfare state has emerged. From the birth of a child, parents receive 46 weeks of fully paid leave, of which 15 weeks of paternity leave is mandatory for fathers. In this system, Norwegian men participate equally with women in raising children. As a result, gender equality in the country is the highest in the world. Norwegians' relationship with nature is at a spiritual level. Their law has the right to everyone. According to this law, anyone can walk, camp, and spend the night in any natural place for free. Even if it is someone's private land, the only condition is that they do not harm nature. The honesty of Norwegians is world famous. The people here are extremely liberal about religion. Although 68% of them are Christians on paper, in reality only 2% of people go to church regularly. They firmly believe that religion is a purely personal matter. As a result, people of all religions in the country live in full dignity. December 1969 is a date that is written in gold letters in the history of Norway. On this day, huge reserves of oil were discovered in the North Sea. Just 50 years ago, Norway was one of the poorest countries in Europe, where people somehow managed to make a living by fishing and cutting wood. Today, the per capita income of that country is $73,450, which is about 26 times higher than that of Bangladesh. Norway's smartest thing is to manage its oil economy. Instead of spending the money from oil sales directly on the development of the country, they deposit it in a fund called the Government Pension Fund Global. The current value of this fund is $17 trillion, which is the world's largest sovereign wealth fund. With this huge amount of money, Norway has invested in more than 900 companies in the world. The Norwegian government owns a large part of these tech giants like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. Due to these distrust and features, Norway is the most livable, happy, and prosperous country in the world today. If you find the video useful, please share it. If you like the Hidden in Story channel, subscribe to it and stay with us. Norway is a country in the world that was one of the poorest countries in Europe just 50 years ago. And today that country is known as the richest and happiest country in the world. Located in the western part of Scandinavia in northern Europe, Norway is a Nordic country where the sun does not set for 6 months and the next 6 months the sun does not rise. Behind this incredible natural phenomenon is the geographical location of Norway. Since the country is located inside the Arctic Circle, magical features like midnight sun and polar night have been created here. From May to July, there is 24 hours of daylight here, and from November to January, there is only darkness. The area of Norway is 3,85,207 square kilometers, which is almost 2.5 times the size of Bangladesh. But the amazing thing is that the population of such a huge country is very small. According to the data of January 2022, the country's population is about 5.425 million, which is less than our Dhaka city. That is, only 16.5 people live here per square kilometer, which makes Norway the second lowest population density country in Europe. Because of this depopulation, nature has been able to rule here in its own way for thousands of years. The most striking feature of Norway is its geographical shape. The country looks like a long snake, which stretches for about 2,500 kilometers from north to south. In the east is Sweden, with which it has a 19 kilometer long border. This borderline is so simple that it seems as if someone has drawn a mark with a scale. But Norway's real beauty is hidden in its coastline. This coastline, about 25,000 kilometers long, is the world's greatest masterpiece. There are thousands of fjords here, which are actually deep trenches cut by giant glaciers millions of years ago, which are now filled with salt water from the ocean. Norway's climate is an incredible mystery. Despite being located so far north, the climate here is much milder than other countries of the same latitude in the world, such as Siberia or Alaska. Norway's landscape is extremely diverse. 37% of the country is covered by mountains and hills. The Scandinavian mountains are like the backbone of the country, stretching from north to south. This land of mountains and ice is home to thousands of lakes and rivers. Using the energy of the water flowing from these rivers and streams, Norway produces 96% of its electricity, making it one of the cleanest energy countries in the world. Norway's forests cover 38% of the country. This barrier forest is mainly made up of spruce pine and birch trees, which are so cold tolerant that they remain green and fresh even at temperatures of -50 degrees. The wood of these trees, which survive in this harsh environment, is so strong that the best furniture in the world is made from Norwegian wood.